I like the shiny steel and the polished wood. I don't care if they're big or small. They're for sale until I want them all. I like guns. I like guns. I like guns.
Okay. I do like guns. And it's a real pleasure. We're going to introduce for you now a real live gun in our audience. There's a lot of people. We've been waiting for this one. It's good to have you here. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good, I guess. Who are you? I got a little note card here. It says, your name's Gregory. What should I call you? Gregory Gun?
My name's Gregory Gun.
Okay. Oh, you okay? You need a lozenge or something?
Oh yeah, no, I'm great.
Okay. Sure. Well, it's a bit surreal to be talking to you here. There's been a lot of questions we wanted to ask, and I'm glad you're here to help us out. You're sort of a guy who promotes gun culture. Is that right? What exactly do you do?
Oh yeah. I love myself. I love guns so much, and just everything that we do. And I think that we're a great. We do a lot of great things in this world. We kill a lot of people, and I think it's really necessary if you really think about it. So
Necessary, like to kill people.
yeah, I think sometimes kids, women, and children, and innocent people, they've all got to go.
Right. Like today, you're not talking about some sort of knights and horses type of worldview. I guess I bring it up to say maybe that's a bit of an outdated. I hope I'm not offending you by saying it, but it seems like it's not a very contemporary outlook on life. I mean, given the current state of the world, are guns as necessary as they were before? Like, why do we need guns now?
Oh, we need guns now more than ever because there's more shootings than ever, and there's more massacres than ever, and it's great business for guns because every time there's a shooting, people buy more guns, and we've got a great spokesman in Mr. Donald Trump. He's going to do great things for the guns all around the world.
Really, he's a great man. Are you? I don't know, throw anything at you here, but it sounds like you're maybe kind of what's the word, on the payroll, one of these companies, perhaps? It seems like you have like a vested interest in gun sales. You mentioned something very specific there.
Well, I'm more interested in the growing gun population than anything, really. I'm not on a payroll per se, but
You don't get any kickbacks for these promotional deals you work out here.
Well, I get a salary from a few people here and there, but that's nobody's business. What I'm really talking about is the fact that every person in America and in Canada should own at least a few firearms, because sometimes you get in an argument, and why settle your differences when you can just kill somebody? Sometimes you're sitting around and you've been watching TV too long. Too many shows. You're seeing the same shows over again that you saw at the beginning of the day. And you're bored and you just want to do something else. So why not just pick up your gun and just walk around and see what you can shoot at?
Really? Okay. That's Gregory. I don't know. That seems a bit irresponsible. I mean, there's
Who cares about responsibility?
Well, you got to be a responsible gun owner. What about, because sometimes you hear a story about the guy, the person leaving a gun under their bed, and then their young kid comes in playtime. Ooh, what's that? It's a little toy under the bed. And bang bang. Next thing you know, there's a couple of dead toddlers in the news headlines. Like that's real.
What's the problem?
Well, maybe they don't have the same views. They're just toddlers. They haven't grown up to form an opinion yet. Maybe I think it's unfair to their lives have been taken when just because daddy left his gun, lying around. It doesn't seem fair.
I'm interested in the lives of guns, not people. So if you're talking about a firearm killing a child, I'm more interested in what happens to the firearm after the event, if they melt it down and turn it into housing for somebody, they turn it into a piece of a wall. That's no good unless it's a wall that's separating the United States from Mexico. But that's another story. But
Right, like when a dog bites a child and then they put the dog to sleep. You don't believe in the smelting down of a gun.
yeah, I think it's terrible. It's a terrible thing to do. To end a gun's life is a tragic event.
Really, more tragic than little Susie with the bow in her hair not getting to grow up and have a education and friends and.
I mean, are you listening to me? I mean, of course. That's not even it's not even controversial.
Okay, well, how about let's say. Okay, because I'm trying to imagine myself agreeing with you here. And what about these situations where there's a home invasion and the person comes in with a gun and intends to do bad things, and the homeowner is able to blow someone away, and that seems like a good thing. They're kind of painted as this patriot, this like defender of the manor sort of thing. I guess it's safe to say you agree with that categorization.
If everyone's got a gun and some people die, it's a win-win for the guns.
Oh, really? The guns as a general group of people? I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were. You consider yourself a minority? The guns? You as guns? Are we not paying enough attention to your needs? That seems like.
Well, if people die, there's less people, there's more guns. People buy more guns when people die, and the guns don't die, so it's a win-win for the guns.
Oh, okay. Well, put yourself in my shoes. I don't. It's tough to imagine. I mean, I'm trying to imagine. I'm a homeowner and someone breaks into my home. Am I holding you in my hand? Like what? Let's say you own a home and a burglar comes to steal your stuff and possibly hurt you. What do you do? What's your advice to someone? Do they have a gun? Should they own a gun? What's the course of action there?
Well, I don't know how to answer your big, complicated human questions. All I know is I'm in the sock drawer. Somebody comes into the house. The sock drawer opens. I come out. I shoot. I go back in the drawer. That's the end of the story.
Right. So you just spend your whole day in a drawer? Is that it? I mean, that was a metaphor, I guess, for the gun as a person. But what do you do? Where do you live? You live in someone's sock drawer? Like, what do you do with your day?
I hang around in a holster for most of the day. I take a bath and go to sleep. Most of the time I walk around, and sometimes I get to get fired off, killing animals, killing people, usually killing something.
Something, just anything.
Whatever's around.
Right, so I guess you're not going to reveal who or where you live, but I don't know. It's tough I'm finding myself overwhelmed with disdain, to put it. Well, that's a bit too strong, maybe. Let's just say we disagree on some things, some basic things, maybe. But I don't know. You're not an unintelligent person or a gun. I'm sorry, I shouldn't call you a person.
Yeah, I take terrible offense to that.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm sorry. Well,
it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Well, okay, well, so you're on a sort of promotional tour or a gun awareness tour or something like that. Your handlers were pretty mum on what it is you do. You can give us a bit of insight into why are you here, what you're up to.
Yeah, right now I'm just traveling around the country, making everyone aware of the benefits of owning firearms and of using firearms against people, and just the pleasure that we, the guns, take in senseless violence all over the world.
Oh, yeah, sounds like a pretty indulgent tour. Generally, these sort of things are meant to inform or educate, impressionable kids or something. Let's say I was a principal of an elementary school and I booked you to speak in front of the gymnasium full of youngsters. Is there a particular message? Because this is, we're a very influential radio show, but we're not 500 fertile young minds. Is there a message you would say specifically to a group of young children if you had that audience?
Well, the message I'd send to all the children out there is for each and every one of you to go and just do whatever you can to get your hands on a firearm, whether you find it in your house or you buy it with stolen money, and then just feel free to use it. Don't hold back, and the world will be a better place for the firearms of the world.
A better place for the firearms of the world. Right. What about the people that might not get to live as a result of the actions of one firearm or the controller of a firearm?
Oh, well, I'm not concerned about that. That's a laugh.
Oh, really? Well, I can't say I'm surprised at some of the people you mentioned. You're throwing your weight behind any. You mentioned a man earlier that I don't care to repeat, but certain political candidate that seems to have some ideas that have got you fired up.
Well, we're gonna make Gun America great again, and we're gonna do it all together. It's gonna be fantastic, and I just can't wait till November. So I'll see you then.
Oh, all right. Well, that's cryptic. So you're done then? That's all you've got for us? Gun America? Is that what you said?
Oh, the people listening can't see it, but I'm winking at you and just winking.
Right. For those at home, the Gregory here has there's an eye above this sort of I don't know much about guns. What's the part there? It's the little safety notch thing, the safety clasp. I see you've had that removed, and that's where your eyes look from. So
yes, that's right.
The safeties on guns are not something you consider necessary either. Obviously.
Oh no. We're not here about safeties. We're here to make Gun America great again, and I'll see you again in November.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if you'll be seeing us again. Oh, okay. That's a bit aggressive, sir. Listen, Gregory, I don't know what your politics are. I don't know if I want to know anymore, but it's been interesting talking to you. You got some controversial opinions. We never shy away from those on this program. But I don't know what else to say. I'm kind of at a loss for words, to be quite honest with you.
Well, that's fine. Let's end the interview now. And thanks for having me on your show. And thanks for helping me spread my vile message to the world.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you have some self-awareness then. Okay. Well, thanks for being with us, Gregory, Mr. Gunn. Sorry. Yeah. Hopefully we. Well, yeah. Have a good evening.
Until next time.
Sure. Yes. Oh, okay. Sure. Get down. Oh my goodness. Where is handlers? You with the no neck. Come here.
Oh, geez, that was horrifying.
Holy Lord.
Oh, I'm glad he's gone. He was a terrible person.
Oh my goodness. Well, we'll get Benji in here to clean this up.
Yeah.
I don't
There's
want to go into too much detail, but
there's shell casings everywhere.
good Lord.
Okay, well, anyway, I'm sorry that happened. We stupidly didn't think he was going to be promoting guns. We thought that he was anti-gun, but it's crazy of us in hindsight.
Yeah. we have a lot of turnover here with the accounting and the fact checking teams. So sometimes things slip through, and I suppose that was one of them. But we apologize to all our listeners who were offended by the comments by Gregory Gun.
Yeah, Gregory Gun is truly a hateful man.
Yes.
Okay, well, what's happening next?
Thanks, Benji. Benji's just in here to sweep up the shell casings and stuff. How'd you feel about that guy, Benji?
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 It's a pretty controversial topic. I'm gonna take a backseat here on this one.
Oh.
Well, that's cowardly of you, Benji. I think we need to stand up and say that guns are evil creations, and that Gregory Gun is almost a practitioner of hate crimes. I think it's not enough to just be neutral on the issue. I think we have to actually stand up and say that guns are a problem, that they've really never been used for anything valuable. But I don't know. What do you think, Benji?
As a robot butler, I am less inclined to judge my fellow machines until the facts are in.
Oh, you disgust me. I'm angry with you, Benji. I'm not going to fire you, but
Benji, that's really unprofessional.
just go away.
Yeah.
Go away, Benji. So should we take a short break and then we'll
Sure.
come back?
Yeah, that was a bit. We might have to reevaluate our hiring policy as well as our interview guest policy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right, get out of here. Here's your tip.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, get out.
Yeah, let's take a break. That's need to clear the air in here. I think it's a bit heavy.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll be right back. I guess you're going to go outside and...
Yeah, I'm just gonna go outside, smoke me a little Captain Black.
Okay. Sounds like you.
Sure does.
One of those things you do.
I love them.